anything, so I just kind of let it finish running before I start anything. Yeah, so I'm just on a starting screen. I haven't switched anything yet. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I have about a minute or so, and then I'll be ready. Yeah, so. I usually let people who join friendly matches just come in first come. Oh my gosh! Surprised!
Alright, check 1 2, check 1 2. How's the audio? I'm set on my side.
Okay.
I think I need to adjust myself though. I think I might be a little bit too low here. So I'm gonna go scooch myself up.
If you're all good, I am going to switch screens as well.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Hi folks!
Hey,
hello,
everyone.
hello! Hi!
Audio is fine, thank you, thank you.
Yes, for people on my side, can you hear my lovely guest Ruka?
Can you also hear her fine?
Hi. Hi.
I didn't have to adjust her, so it should be okay.
Thankfully. Audio's fine? Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
How are you all? Hello, hello, everybody.
It's been a while since I did a collab, so I forgot how this usually goes.
I guess introductions are in order. Do you wanna start?
Sure, I'll start. Hey everyone, my name is Ruka. I kind of run a food truck, but I kind of forgot about the food truck by now. It's just on the title screen. That's all you need to know. But you can't see it on Twitch. But I cook sometimes. I talk about Japan stuff, travel stuff sometimes, and I just do some random stuff on YouTube. That's where I usually stream, by the way. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ruka's usually on YouTube, and for those of you guys on Twitch, hi, my name's Kei. I do a variety of stuff. Mostly story-based, narrative-heavy stuff, but I do like Mahjong a lot as well. So that's where you'll find me a lot too.
And that's why we're here today, because of the Mahjong. So
yes, people in my chat, congratulations, you're on YouTube. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi. I don't have your chat on YouTube, so they can't see each other. So yeah.
Yes, we'll be the in between. We'll be like the messenger owls.
Okay. So basically how this is gonna work is me and Kei are gonna be setting up rooms, and you guys can join us once we get it set up.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Do you want to set up the first friendly room and then invite me, and then I will...
Sure.
Everyone on my side will see the room code as well. So we're going to do this first come, first serve. So you see that room code number, hop in and join us.
Okay.
Feel free to.
4-player East only 300 seconds. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. And I'll give you the room code here.
No crisis. We don't have AC here. You're just gonna suffer.
AC,
we're all gonna be sweaty Mahjong players today. Let's be real.
AC or AC6? Because I've been playing AC6 for a couple of days this past week, and it's fun. It's been really fun.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, it's probably not as hard as your recent, I guess,
Okay,
recent
screen for a
FromSoft
second.
games like Souls and Elder Rings, but it's super fun regardless. I know you've been doing that. What was it called? Pocket Mirror recently.
I
Have you finished it?
yeah. All right, there's the room code, guys. Go, 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 go.
Have you finished Pocket Mirror?
So we've got one ending done. I'm gonna go back though and try to get the other ending. Like, there's a quote-unquote true ending that I haven't gotten yet, so I want to try to do that.
Technically, there isn't one.
I mean, yeah, that's what some people say, but apparently in like the coding, they have one called the true end, which got me kind of curious. So I was like, oh, I wanna see it too.
I think that true end is what I got the first time by accident.
Oh, I didn't get the true end yet, which is what I really want. All right, guys, let's
Nice.
get it. Let's go. As always, no stream sniping. I will come and whoop you guys if I find out.
I'd like to see you try. I would like to see you try.
But feel free to keep your chat popped open and listen. I will not be talking about my hand directly, so you're not getting any spoilers
Oh yeah,
in the audio.
for sure.
Yeah. Blaze, ready up. Come on, Blaze.
We're waiting on one person here.
Blaze, I'm staring at you.
Also, normally I would have like a bottle of some alcohol with me whenever I get like 4th place, but I'm not doing that today.
Wait, every game you lose, you drink?
Yeah,
Oh my, wait.
just a shot. But
That sounds fun, but that also sounds dangerous.
well, in 2 hours span, that's not too bad because I usually don't get 4th place. Usually, I did tell you about my huge losing streak this past few weeks, so
That's true.
I have been recovering, but I haven't recovered yet.
All right, I'm gonna turn my sound effects off for those who are listening.
Is there any drink that you like to go for in general? Doesn't have to be alcohol. Doesn't have to be alcohol.
See, I don't drink alcohol,
Yeah.
so during stream, my go-to drinks are usually like what I call spicy water. It is just water with fizz,
Water with
sparkling water. if you
Sparkling
will.
water.
Yeah, I know some people really don't like sparkling water though.
I have
It's
tried
like-
sparkling water before. It's like, what the heck?
It's an acquired taste. I definitely the first time was like weird, but then I don't know. I kind of got used to it. It helps if you get like the flavored kind, so then it's like not so bad. But today I just have coconut water, and yes, chat, I will hydrate. Thank you.
I just have regular water that sometimes I put some like lemon crystals or something like that because it keeps better than actual lemons. So, but it's plain water right now.
Someone came in for the CC. I know I do have CC as my choice character today. I actually have not used CC at all, so that's why I was like, I need to have an excuse to use a different character for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm also being asked right now. Have I finished the Woody? Woody's. I have like a fancy-ish kind of sake that's kind of has like cedar and kind of like a whiskey flavor. But the cedar one I finally got rid of. Thankfully, that one tasted terrible. Though I got used to it near the end. But I feel like I was coping at that point. Just
You're just tolerating that.
I was just tolerating at that point. The whiskey sake though, on the other hand, that was great. It's still going. I still have some left. But I'm not normally a drinker. I'm a social drinker, so Mahjong social game, drinking during that I feel like that's fine.
That's true. That's true. Oh, and for those of you guys who are joining in on our games, make sure to let others also have a turn as well if you've already had a chance to play.
Oh wait, who just? Oh, okay, I see. I'm still waking up, guys. I'm waking up and I'm gonna be falling asleep again later after this stream. So.
No.
Whoa! Blaze coming in with the snipe. Yes,
Don't...
yum, Blaze, yum.
Ow. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting 12,000 right off the bat here. Oh, ouch.
You're gonna get bankrupt at this rate.
Let me get warmed up here.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, this is a warm up.
I don't admit to being good. I admit to being competent, to a certain degree. But also, half the time whenever I do play like Mahjong with other people or just, you know, chat in general, I'm not really paying attention. I'm not super paying attention because
that's me too.
I'm just kind of like I'm just kind of like focused on just talking. So
see, I that's my cope out like my cop out excuse for whenever I have to cope with the fact that I am on a losing streak on stream. I'm just like, no, you know what? It's the fact that I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, chat. Listen, it's all your fault. It's all because of you guys that I lose.
I can't even use that as an excuse, to be honest.
I have poor. I have. They wish poorly upon me. Yes, it is chat's fault. That's right, chat. Admit it.
Yeah. I guess the usual question I'd be asking is like, how'd you get into Mahjong?
I grew up around it in my household.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't specifically Japanese style.
Right.
It was Hong Kong, but I don't know. I have a lot of memories of like there being like like family dinner parties, and then the adults would be playing Mahjong late into the night, and then they would send all the kids to like bed and stuff. But the Mahjong tiles like physically are so loud when they're being shuffled. So it's like you wouldn't be able to even sleep in the first place. So I have a lot of distinct memories of like that kind of scenario a lot in my life. And then so I like started realizing there was a pretty big online community in like 2011, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
So then I started playing online a lot, and then...
Did you happen to play tenho.net?
A little bit. I like didn't... The thing was I jumped into a room for it and didn't understand anything. I was like, what's happening? I don't know any of these rules.
Fair.
I don't know what's going on. I was just like, the tiles are the same, but that's about it. And I remember I was part of a club in high school where people did play Japanese style Mahjong, and even then I still hadn't like really learned it. I just kind of was aware of it as a thing. So I think it was only last year that I like properly started to actually look into the rules for like Japanese style, and I was like, oh, there's Mahjong Soul, it's a thing, and I can just play online as well, like so easy.
Yeah, Mahjong Soul is really nice.
Addiction started. Well, addiction continued.
It's really nice that it kind of actually teaches you a little bit before all this. You kind of have to like figure it out for yourself, and it's like, oh, okay. Or
I think the tutorial is actually decent. Oh, take your points back.
I wish. I don't think I have enough though.
It's okay. You can slowly get back.
I took some of
That's
it back.
That's a good chunk. That's a good chunk, though.
Some of it back. Not enough though. Yeah, I think when I started Mahjong, well, I not necessarily have a history of growing up with it, though I did have a grandma on my dad's side who would play Mahjong in the neighborhood. And of course, it was about money.
I mean, at the end of the day, it is, you know, a good old gamba.
It is a gambling game at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't know how much money she was raking in that way. Apparently, she was decent, and she was using Hong Kong or Chinese, some sort of Chinese rules. I don't know. I never watched. I just knew she did it. But actually, me getting into it, I think I somehow watched Akagi. I don't know how I got into it.
I'm still not done. I'm like halfway through Akagi.
How do you like it?
Okay, to be fair, I was at the I don't know what I expected getting into Akagi, but like I was so annoyed at the beginning at the fact that it wasn't even about the Mahjong playing, it was about how they could cheat. It drove me nuts.
No, the thing about Akagi is it's all about cheating.
And I was just like, no, I want to see actual Mahjong playing.
No. I mean, they do. There's some legit Mahjong happening, but it's always trying to. I call it Yakuza style Mahjong. Because it is played by the Yakuza, and the Yakuza are underhanded, and so it's like there's some cheating going in the background, but it's not entirely like that. It's not entirely like that. There's definitely a good chunk of the game, a good chunk of the series where it's not all cheating, but more like kind of tricking other players to do certain stupid stuff, basically.
I mean, aside from that, it was also getting over the pointy chin galore.
It's part of the charm.
It is very stylized, and there's still moments where I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is truly something. Poke someone's eye out with those chins.
You should see Kaiji if you like Akagi at all.
Sorry, I should try what?
Kaiji.
Oh, is that the other one by the same author?
Yeah, same author. It's not about Mahjong, it's just about gambling in general, but the stakes are so ridiculously high.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if you know anything about Squid Game, it's basically what Squid Game is based off of, or more like ripped off of, to be honest. So,
oh, because yeah. I read Liar Game, and I know Squid Game was also based off of that, which is kind of like the same idea, right? It's like gambling with your life as kind of the punishment if you lose.
Yeah, but, some of the gambling in Kaiji is with your life on the line, but also huge amounts of debt, which may as well be your life on the line. So one or the other, one or the other. But they're both pretty good if you just in my opinion about that. The one that some people have seen, and I really discourage them learning any Mahjong from it, is Saki. I heavily discourage anyone.
I love Saki.
Saki is good for the watch. It's not good for learning anything.
I think it's a fun introduction for like entertainment value.
Yeah.
But like if you actually want to learn specific things like properly, it is a little hard because it's like
it's magic Mahjong. That's what it is. It's magic
somewhat
Mahjong.
Yeah, a lot of it is like they take the luck chances and ramp it up by 100 times, and then they call it like, yeah,
the thing is, it's a plot point.
This is a specialty.
It's a plot point. So you can't really say no to that. Just know what you're getting yourself into. That's it. You never thought there'd be so many Mahjong media, but apparently there is.
There could always be more. I wouldn't complain if there was more.
Have you heard? Have you heard of what's this one called? Legend of Koizumi?
Don't think so.
It is very political. It's a very political Mahjong series. However, it is like hilarious.
Legend of Koizumi. Let me Google this.
This is a manga only. It's not an anime thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it is just the summary is literally satirical Mahjong.
It is. It is. It's basically the what synopsis for anyone who's not familiar with it is that it is all the world's leaders up to I think Obama at the time. And they play Mahjong to decide policy and stuff like that. And even the Vatican,
totally real,
how they pick the Pope is through Mahjong. So it's like,
wow.
But it scales up ridiculously from that at the end of the whole thing. So that's all I can tell you without spoiling anything because it's actually pretty epic. It's actually pretty epic.
Mahjong runs the world.
Mahjong runs the world, yes. Like to hilarious degrees.
Oh wait, true. Let me find these emotes.
And that's where my
Oh.
name comes from. Siberian Express comes from that.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about that.
And it
You know.
is, I think it's like one of Putin's hand specialties or something like that. So, and we know how that went. Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Lovely images.
But yeah, I don't know. I promised myself I wouldn't talk about Mahjong stuff, but you know, it just kind of comes up.
That does naturally.
It does naturally.
Alright, someone feed me.
Feed
Yeah,
you?
that's our Blaze. Feed me.
Feed you.
Feed me, Blaze.
What would you like to eat?
Feed me the correct tile. I just look at my discards. I'm sure you'll be able to tell what hand I have hiding.
I can't tell. I can barely read tiles when like there's like only honors and ends on there. I mean, I guess I can kind of see you might be going for a Tanya, but at the same time, I can't really tell. I got nothing.
This is where I just smile, right, chat?
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I can't see anything. Ooh.
Chat, are you confident I can win? Do you believe in me? I don't know if I believe in my luck.
Oh, I don't believe my
all over
luck
the place
at
lately.
all. My only saving grace is, am I gonna get this before something happens, or you're not gonna give it to me at all? I don't know.
I feel like the chances of me actually getting eaten by the forced like Ricci discards is like usually makes it not worth pulling the Ricci in the first place, but like, you know, this is friendly where, you know, points don't matter.
Points
as
don't
much,
matter.
so- Points don't matter here, it's safe.
Points don't matter, but what do you call this? Flex points do? I don't know.
Bragging rights,
Bragging
your
rights, there we go.
dignity.
There we go. Dignity.
Woo!
You just had to get that when I was East, didn't you?
It's not that much.
No, but it still hurts being East and you get a sumo.
It's fine. I think I have to be. Yeah, I'm gonna be East last, which is usually far more anxiety-inducing.
Is it? I never.
I think so. I really don't like being East last.
I don't see a difference, to be honest.
I don't know. It's just like people. It's because the last round, when you're East, people are. I feel like people are a lot more willing to take risks when they have nothing to lose.
Ah.
Whereas it's like if you're East first, it's like everyone's kind of on an equal playing ground. I mean, my personal preference is like being East either like second or third. So you kind of have like, you're not like first where everyone is kind of like they can take an easy shot at you. Because by the second or third round, people actually have lost points, so they might be going for bigger hands and stuff. I don't know. That's how I personally feel anyways. It could also all just be superstition too.
There's a lot. Excuse me. There's also a lot of superstition in Mahjong, so I don't blame you. Excuse me.
Drink water. Make sure you get water.
No, it's not the water. It's not the water. It's like just in general.
I'm sorry, guys. Ruka's actually secretly allergic to me. I'm the problem.
I drank milk today. That's the problem. I shouldn't have.
Milk? What's wrong with milk?
It gums up my throat. That's what happened. That's
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
In dairy in general, if I have any for that day, it takes like a few hours to clear up. So that's not good. That's not good for me.
Oh. No, I'm just a happy milk drinker.
I mean, I don't mind though. It's just,
Whoa!
it's not much. Don't worry about it.
But it's gonna start counting towards the end.
As long as I'm not
Last round.
last. As long as I'm not last, I'm okay with that.
Guys, quick, get Ruka, get Ruka.
You're not gonna get me that easily because even I don't know what I'm doing until it's too late.
True. Does anyone have a plan? Never.
Nope. The only plan is if you can get 13 orphans, but I think 13 orphans I may have done like once in my lifetime.
Yeah, I've only done it once as well. You're right, Snow Crow. Last round is YOLO points.
The what do you call this? The one thing I did try to get intentionally, and obviously it wouldn't have flown because everyone could see my open hand, was all green.
Oh, I haven't even like attempted that because like I just usually forget that that's a hand, and I just think about like, oh, I'll just do a flush or something.
I feel like
Or
that.
two.
I feel like that one and 13 Orphans are like meme. Like of all the Yakuman meme hands, that's like that's the meme hands because you can see that from a mile. But you go for it anyway just because you can.
You never know. Sometimes people will do their desperate throws without thinking, and sometimes it will work out in your favor. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I love desperate last-minute throws.
I'll just be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I don't even know how many tiles away I am from winning, but it's just kind of there. Maybe this will answer it.
Wow. Mr. I don't know how many tiles I am close to winning. Richie's in the same round. What are you on about, you liar?
I really didn't. I wasn't expecting that.
Listen to all the lies this man is spitting.
That's not the only thing. Yeah. Oh my god.
Now I can't trust anything.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
lies.
You can't. It was a ruse. I'm not rusing on purpose.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Ah. See, now I'm E. See, this is just what happens. Yes, GG guys.
GG. This is not how I expected to win, but I did it anyway.
I know. Oh my gosh, the sneak.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Switching
out?
people. Anybody else want to join in?
Okay. Let's see.
And for those of you who joined late, it is open room. Anybody can join in.
The grand scheme was not getting first. The grand scheme was just staying alive. And if staying alive meant getting first, then fine. Sure, why not? Disclaimer for anyone who doesn't know me and my mahjong style, it's do whatever. I don't necessarily go for high hands. I go for whatever hand I can go for. So I'm kind of like isekai'd. I'm kind of like isekai'd in that sense.
I've been I think my playstyle was just extremely aggressive for no reason. But I feel like I've toned it down quite a bit. But for a while it was kind of like whatever goes. Anybody else want to hop in? Otherwise, those who played before are also welcome to join back in if that's the case.
Usually. I wish I can see. I wish the one guy that usually drops by my mahjong room drops by today, but I think he's usually only active during the weekend, so likely chance of not showing up today.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but anyway, how are you liking? Well, you said you finished Pocket Mirror. How did you like that for your first playthrough?
See, here's the thing. I played Pocket Mirror each time pretty far apart. So story-wise, I do like it, but I feel like I haven't gotten to fully appreciate it yet because it has been kind of disjointed for me in terms of experiencing it. But like graphics-wise, music-wise, I really like it. Like I like those kind of like RPG Maker style horror games. This doesn't look pretty light horror, but like those kind of games in general a lot. So it's kind of like hitting the check mark for most of the things that I look for in the first place.
Nice. Did you know that the devs have another game coming out?
They do?
Let me show it to you.
Ooh.
Well, they posted it on their Twitter, but I was about to say I have like insider information because I kind of do sometimes. But
sneaky.
Let me see. Where was it posted here? Where the heck did they post it? Oh, right here. Put it in there. So this is kind of like a prequel. It's called, I think it's called Little...
Oh, wait, I didn't know if it was like... Because I know they mentioned the term Little Goody Two Shoes in Pocket Mirror. I just didn't know it was actually like going to be another game.
No, I mean, I think it was planned before, but the thing is, it's like been in development, I guess, kind of, sort of. I think they wanted to get Pocket Mirror out first, and then this was going to come afterwards. And this one has a little bit more gameplay than Pocket Mirror, from the looks of it. But the tone of Pocket Mirror is still pretty much there. So if you like Pocket Mirror, you might like this one, just from the trailer alone. I'm just, what do you call it? I'm just interested to see how they work on it.
Pocket Mirror like was a remake, so it's like I can understand them already having like a fan base from before. It was pretty much an impulse buy for me because like I was just like, oh, it's a remake. Like how many games get a remake? So I was like, it's gotta be worth
quite a few.
At least going through it, right?
Eve was also a remake, if you've heard of that one.
Yeah, I have played it. So yeah, I mean, if it's like good, I'll look into it. I can't say no to RPG Maker games. I really like them.
I can recommend one RPG Maker game that you definitely have not heard before. 100% have not heard before.
Is this some kind of cryptic niche?
It's not. No, it's not. But the thing is, a friend of mine has worked on this one. This is from a friend of mine.
Ah, I see.
And I feel like it needs a little bit of recognition, to be honest.
Oh. Not enough marketing. What?
They're also working on a different project for the same world, but I think it's like very not heard of. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Okay. It's free, so you don't have to pay anything for this one. So that's a start.
That's always music to my ears as a streamer.
But
you gotta play a game.
This one's a short game also, because this is more like a, I guess not really a preview, but a side story. So this is like gonna be 3 hours tops if you ever try this one. And it's an actual RPG, but no grinding. Just
3 hours tops, which will somehow magically turn to 6 hours for me.
No, I would be surprised if you bring it up to 6 hours. I would be super surprised.
I have a talent for extending games far beyond what they should be. Chat, it's all your fault. Chat, it's always your fault.
Yeah, just FYI, I don't know if you want to mention the title or anything like that, but I'll tell you though that the artist and the dev are the same people for this one, and there's the sprite work I think is someone else's, but everything else they worked on. So
really putting the indie in indie.
Yeah, and they do have another project going on, but I will leave that aside for now, and until I guess if you want to check it out after this one or something like that. So,
okay.
I think we're waiting on you.
All right, let's get it. Let's go. Revenge arc. Revenge arc.
Revenge. So, what other games have you played that you liked?
I mean, I think you saw and popped in, but I was still playing Space for the Unbound.
Oh yeah, did you finish that?
I haven't yet. Okay. I think I'm like almost towards the last, like I think it's divided to chapters, so I think I'm on like the second last chapter or something like that. Definitely I can feel like it's getting towards the end of the game.
I think it's like 4 or 5 chapters, I forgot, but it's deceptively long. It's deceptively long.
Okay, and I'm also deceptively stupid, so like it takes me way longer. I forget where everything is, even though there's a map. I'm just like,
oh, I don't even use
like 10-15 minutes. I tried to use the map, it didn't work.
legit.
Yes, Blaze, deceptively.
Legit, there are some places in the game where the puzzles are confusing, so you either overthink it or don't think enough. So understandable if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean it's still a very enjoyable game. Like I would still recommend it to people.
Yeah. Actually,
Also just because like I don't know, the setting is very unfamiliar to me, so like just that whole concept in itself is like interesting to me, I think.
yeah, it's a pretty good setting. The I guess it's how do you say it? The last part of the game especially though, you're not quite there yet, but I'm just gonna go the overview. It hit some tones with me that actually made me cry. Like hard. Super hard cry.
On stream? Were you crying on stream?
It took me a hot minute to recover from it. Yes. I mean, some people might sympathize once they actually get to that point. I don't know, but it's a really good game though. Story wise, it's a really good game. Sprite work's also really nice.
In a way, I almost expected it to be even like heavier. Like, not that it doesn't touch on like some heavy topics, but it does it in like a lot more like light-hearted way, I think, just because also like the art style and everything like that. But like the warnings that this game came with, like the content warnings, made it feel way more intense than it actually was. Which is why I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen in this game.
Well, I think I posted the game in the wrong chat, and my friends are like, what are you doing?
Surprise.
Sorry, they don't know I'm streaming, so but sorry. Wrong chat.
Just tell them you're sharing the love, you know, just checking in with the homies.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I need to text that.
Here, for those of you guys in my chat, that is what I see right now. Let's see. Ooh, that got me nervous. I thought that was on me for a second.
I thought that was me too.
Oh.
It would not be unusual if someone rounded off me.
You're the one who rod someone else. Hey.
Okay. Ooh, okay. That one is squared away. Let's see.
I just realized after so many hands, I think I've only won like one hand so far.
it do be some nights do be like that. So, and I have sent you the link proper, so now you can actually see it. It's like I was wondering. Yes. I was wondering why it seemed like I didn't send it to you, and that's why, because I didn't actually send it to you.
Hybrid visual novel RPG. I see.
But yeah, this is it's gonna be a short one. It's actually gonna be a super short one.
I mean, short and sweet games are never a bad idea either, especially for like dream stuff.
Yeah, my only comment about it will be it's gonna be super chuny. if you're allergic to that at all.
Well, it depends on how far it goes. There's like a point of where like chuny stuff is cute, and then there's a part where it goes into cringe territory.
Well, it's it's chuny in the fantasy sort of way, not chuny as in oh no, someone's actually being a chuny. Yeah. The dev knows this himself, so it's like okay.
They're already self-aware.
They're self-aware. We make fun of them all the time about it. So.
Fear me. I strike fear into everyone's hearts.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I see. Point and click. Oh, that's how it's like. Okay.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, it's fairly it's a really simple system. Super simple. What's going on?
Reading reviews is always interesting because
Well,
it's like you have people who like genuinely put their heart and like really thought about what they're writing in the review, and then you see the people who did not.
Well,
No, please.
there's also not a whole lot of reviews on it, so there's that too. Feel free to share it though. Feel free to share the link if anyone else wants to give it a shot.
Yeah, I put it in my chat for those of you who are on my side. If you guys want to go check it out as well.
Yeah, let's see.
Blaze, what happened to your revenge arc? What happened? Were you greedy? Were you desperate, Blaze?
I think the passive might only kick in during certain games, and this is probably not the game for it. I don't know. As soon as I say that, I jinx myself. So.
I'm still waiting for something nice. I like get to the point of Ricci and then nothing happens. It just continues to play out.
Yeah. I've had really bad luck with Ricci, or even not reaching in ranked recently, and that's how I got it. That's how I got to 4th. Yeah.
Time to peek at Ruka's profile.
Profile on Steam.
No, on Mahjong.
On Mahjong.
We gotta see the trends, you know.
Okay, actually, let me see your trends.
Oh, mine is embarrassing. Don't look at it. It's embarrassing.
That's a lot better than mine. What are you talking about?
Mine is embarrassing.
That's better than mine. Feel free to share mine. It's terrible.
Okay, but you also have to take into account how many games you've played. You've played 92 East games and 27 South games. Okay. I just
okay, you can see
mine
that?
is horrifically embarrassing in
Where do you
comparison.
see that?
So if you click onto your profile and then under like Eastern and Southern, there's a total played number.
Total played number.
Make sure it's on ranked though, because I think it defaults to friendly since we're in a friendly room right now.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at mine, Crisis, while we're looking.
Let's see.
I am perceiving.
Ranked East. Total played 1,299. Win rate 24.78%.
It's so bad right now.
What is my win rate?
Mine is so bad.
21%.
I'm pretty sure my deal-in rate is stupidly high.
Oh, what is your deal-in rate?
Not good. It's because
deal-in 16%, sumo 31, call 44, Ricci.
My deal-in in South is like over 18%. That is really high.
I guess these rates are pretty good at saying what people's tendencies would be. 17% Ricci rate, is that low or is that high?
I actually don't know in terms of Ricci rates.
Because sometimes I will intentionally not call Ricci to catch people off guard.
Yeah, there's that too. So I don't know what the like average percentage is by any chance. So I just know my deal-in rate is high.
Yeah, what was my deal-in rate again? I forgot. I didn't even pay attention. Deal-in rate is 17%. Actually, not as high as yours. You're right. Yours is embarrassing.
Wow. Not even holding back, man.
No, mine's worse than
my heart.
Mine's worse than yours. I'm sorry. Yours is at 16. I'm at 17. What am I talking about?
But I'm pretty sure my South games is like over 18%. That's why it's so high.
Your South? Oh yeah, you usually play South more, don't you?
In the higher rooms, I was on the South game like kick because that's how it be. Oh, thank you, finally.
Oh, okay. How much am I paying you?
It's not that bad.
Well, just 12,000?
It's not that bad. See, it's only a manga, and you're fine.
Only.
Yeah. Yeah, you still have a chance. The point differences are all so close.
Well, as long as I don't get into 4th, I'm okay with that.
Just it's easy Yakuman win. Done.
Easy Yakima. Oh sure. Let me get my Suanko here. Let me get my 13 orphans. Oh wait, I'm not
Yeah,
going for
easy,
13 orphans.
easy.
You see that?
Yes, Snowcrow, this is my comeback arc. I see you just because you're hiding in Ruka's chat. Don't think I can't see you.
I wasn't gonna say anything about it. I wasn't gonna say anything about it.
I will pick fights with everyone I see. You wanna throw a statement at me? Fine. No, Snowcrow, there's no privacy.
What do you think about this whole streamer, the chat reflects a streamer thing? I feel like it's fairly accurate. I think it's fairly accurate.
Ew, chat, do you guys reflect me?
I don't know. I didn't think about it. I didn't think anything about it before, but now I'm feeling like, oh yeah, it might actually be true. Who knows?
I don't know. This is a valid question to both chats.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you reflect the streamer? I reflect something. Thanks, Apple. I appreciate it.
What are we reflecting? Your affections? Do you even show affection? I guess I don't know.
Crisis says yes.
Yes. Reflecting the affections back? Rejecting it? Is that how it is?
See, is it a compliment or not to be told that you reflect the streamer you watch?
It depends, I guess. I do know that streamers foster an environment, but I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing if the chat reflects the streamer. I don't know. Just a little.
In this case, it's a compliment. Thanks, Apple.
We would like to think it's a compliment, right?
Yeah, self-love, okay? Yeah, you guys reflect us. But I think in some way, streamer also reflects chat. It's a two-way mirror.
It's a two-way mirror.
We all see each other.
I have a really bad feeling about this round. Just a little bad feeling.
Don't be scared. Play aggressive.
I've been playing aggressive for the past 3 days in Armored Core, so it's like I need to get off that a little bit because it's like I could not sleep after yesterday.
All the adrenaline.
The adrenaline was too much.
Am I feeding you, Blaze? I am, aren't I? No, it's not Blaze. Oh,
sneaky.
you, Blaze. Why'd you emote? You made me feel like I was gonna feed you.
Oh, thank you.
Nah, I do it.
That's not me. That's not me.
I was like, darn it. Play aggressive, and then yeah, I just got bitten in the ass by it. Nice job, Crisis. Nice job.
Yeah, what was that about the LM rate again?
Shush. This is a friendly match. The stats are different. I gave you 3 door. I know. Congratulations. See, I'm such a kind and generous streamer. I feed you guys.
I feel like in a friendly match, the ranks don't matter. I feel like ranks don't matter here.
No, Crow, shush. I will have my comeback arc. If you want to fight me, come here and fight me.
I'm not even taunting her. Everyone else is taunting her. So it's like, okay. I mean, I don't taunt my guests typically, but.
What you're saying? This is just incentive?
No. There's really only one guest I taunt, and that's unintentionally.
Oh, I see. So everything happening here is intentional. Okay.
No. Everything happening here is karma. That's right. It's karma.
Karma. Wow.
Or Mahjong gods did not deem to give you any luck today, so there's also that.
I know they didn't at all.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to hop in?
Please don't run me. Yeah, well. You don't play, so I can't run you anyway.
What? Then how am I supposed to get revenge? How am I supposed to get rid of this sinking stone in my soul? That is sad now. Wait, don't round me.
Well, maybe what do you do you do anything in particular to get rid of like a really bad losing streak? Or just cope with it? Do you do anything in particular?
Just don't play for like a week.
I think that's good.
I just don't touch Mahjong for like a week. And usually that's enough. Usually. I don't think there's really anything else I can do, because it's like once you get into like a losing streak, there's a lot of like, I don't know, for me at least, there's a lot more overthinking and just like not going for hands I would normally do, and then it feels like I'm changing my playstyle, particularly because I'm usually such an aggressive player. I get really, really defensive when I'm on a losing streak because I'm so convinced I'm going to lose again.
Oh no, I feel that.
So then I'm just like, you know what? This is not like a good mindset. And it's like such a mood bummer too in the first place.
It is.
So it's like, it's not like I get angry or anything, but I'm just like, oh, here we go again. So
the depression is real in Mahjong. It really is.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I just need to like step away from it and not play it for a week, and then by then I'm usually kind of reset and I'm okay. Or I'll play like 3-player matches for like a little bit. Because like, I don't know, 3-player is very wild to me. It feels like a wild card. So I feel like the amount of care I have for it is different than for like 4-player ranked. But that's a personal thing.
Oh, if you think 3-player Mahjong is wild, if you get to the last arc of Akagi, that kind of game is also super wild. Just saying. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because it's gonna look so foreign to you, but it also seems really fun, which I have the tile set to do so for in real life.
Wait, it uses a specific set or something, or what?
It uses a specific set. That's all I can tell you.
Oh.
And if you were here for the Akagi collab, were you here for the Akagi collab?
When it was happening in Mahjong Soul? Yeah.
Okay, did you play any of that? Any of those collab games? The special rooms?
I can't actually remember.
Is Akagi 30 years old?
Akagi's old. Akagi's definitely old. I don't know if it's 30 years old though. Because I only started it like this year. I was aware of it for a long time though, but
I know the last arc of Akagi took like 10 years to finish. Like literally the author took 10 years to do it. It's like, how can you stretch the last game for 10 years? I do not understand.
1991?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's okay. There's a special charm to older shows.
There really is. There really is.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore. It makes me sad.
No, they don't.
Not that the new shows aren't bad, but like, it's not the same. They don't hit the same. Even the art and stuff.
I also, the new shows are like, well, okay, what kind of isekai are we doing right now? Oh, okay, we're doing that kind of isekai again. Too many isekais. Too many isekais. Not enough just tomfoolery. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like the shoujo revamp arc. There's a lot more getting adapted finally again, so I'm like, can we finally get out of the isekai trend?
I know the whole isekai villainous thing was kind of sort of shoujo light, but it's still isekai, so I don't think it's...
Yeah, I mean like there's actual shoujo now that's like not isekai. That's like a lot of them have been announced to be adapted soon, so I'm like hoping it sparks like a revival for like more shoujo or josei being like adapted as opposed to like another isekai and another one.
We're not talking about me right now. We're not talking about me now. And that is okay.
Mean, yeah, by your lore, you too have been isekai'd. You even have a food truck.
Technically, that was not even planned. It just kind of sort of happened.
Sort of.
Yeah, no, it actually I didn't even plan it to be like that to begin with, but I just kind of did it as a joke during my first stream, and this was a very last minute thing, where I plan to be run over a food truck at the end of the first stream. Not a food truck. Just run over by a truck. Just run over by a truck.
What a statement! I plan to get run over by a truck.
I didn't. That was like literally a last minute thing I added, and I made this whole skit in RPG Maker. Okay, I made this whole skit in RPG Maker, so it actually took some work to do. And
all
like
dedication to be run over.
yeah, and someone joked while I was doing that, and before I even revealed that it would be funny if I get run over by a truck at the end of it. And I never actually planned to do it. I didn't tell anyone to do it. I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it. So it's like, okay, how did you know? In my mind, how did you know? And I just did it anyway. And okay, that's kind of how it started. And okay, yeah, technically. But I mean, like other isekais out there, nothing from the previous world comes to the isekai world, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
Well, you can always save it for, like, I don't know, an anniversary. Get hit by a truck again. Die twice. Another time.
Actually, what would happen if you die twice in an isekai? Like you die the first time. You die the first time, you go into one world, and do you die when you die the second time? Do you go to another world? Or are you just dead for real?
It depends if you consider it dying, right? Because some of them are like, oh yeah, you die, and then you're like reborn in another world, and others are like, you didn't die in the first one, you just got kind of catapulted into another world. So like, maybe you're just extra lucky. Who knows? Yeah, world hopping stuff. Yeah, Blaze.
Or you went into a coma in the first world. Have you seen Uncle from Another World? That one's actually pretty good.
I haven't, but I've also just been reading tons of like villainous webtoons, so like I've been on that kick. Not gonna lie, I know that's like my guilty pleasure right now.
I feel you. There's in my friend Discord, the villainous isekai stuff is definitely a thing over there.
Entire trope that is very prevalent, and I've just been like down the rabbit hole of a bunch of them, to the point where it's like I've read so many that they start blending together, and then I'm like, I don't know which story is from which anymore. Like, I remember something happening, but was it in this story? They're all too similar at a certain point, but that's what happens when you read a bunch all in one go.
There was one that I read a while back. I forgot the title of it. I actually haven't finished it because I was waiting on translations and new chapters and stuff like that. It's not a webtoon. I don't think it's a webtoon. It's a manga, but it's so it's another villainous one of the earlier villainous ones. But the thing is, it's not even about the girl. It's not even about the girl. It's about the guy.
Is the guy hot?
Yes. But the thing is,
okay,
the thing is, it's about the guy who she's fiancés with, and I forgot all the little details, but he's supposed to be like this super uncaring person or something like that. I don't know that as the story goes, but she's the one from the actual real world, but it's not even focused on her. She's not even the main character technically. It's the guy, and he's just trying to figure out what the heck she's on about and trying to work around her, basically. So
yes,
the title.
Yes, Crisis, I am thirsty. Listen, when you read stuff, you might as well hope there's something aesthetically pleasing for you waiting, okay? I'm just saying, that gives you brownie points for enticing people to read things, okay? Okay, chat?
I haven't read or watched anything recently, so it's like, I wish I can get back into it. I've been meaning to watch Bochi, I just never got into it. I just don't have that time for it. Not into it, time.
Yeah, that's why I've been like reading a lot, because like I don't have that much time to sit and watch things. It's just so much easier to read and like scroll through things.
Honestly, it's true.
Than to sit down and watch. But props to those of you, at least in my Discord. You guys, there's a bunch of you guys watching like Conan and stuff and whatnot, like properly, and I'm like, man, you guys really dedicating the time to actually do it.
I do kind of want to check out the new Precure that's coming up. Have you heard about this one? The Precure where everyone's actually grown up.
I don't.
It was just recently announced today, I think.
Oh, okay. If it's that recent, then definitely no way.
Okay,
I haven't heard.
Let me link it to you then. This one.
Is there a Conan abridged? I don't know. Maybe in the world of YouTube, someone's made a parody abridged version.
For Conan? Detective Conan?
Yes, the one and only very long Detective Conan.
Well, I mean, I feel like Detective Conan is like one of those things that it had an end game, but it really does not work its way towards it.
Ooh, look at these fighting words, guys. You hear that, chat? You hear that?
Am I wrong though? Because I haven't I haven't seen it in a very long time. The last time I knew of, I know there's like one point where he actually gets back to his original state, but then he promptly goes back to his smaller state. And it's like you could have ended it there, but you didn't. You just didn't.
I can't wait for the plot to loop in on itself. I'm glad you're excited, Apple. I'm glad you're excited.
So.
I've only popped in to watch Conan here and there, so it's like it's because it's so episodic in nature. As long as you have the premise understanding, it's a lot easier to kind of get into it. But then it's like I don't know how far it progresses in terms of like if there's like an overarching plot that actually moves.
I don't think
enough.
there is. I don't think there is.
Unless it's just like here's the premise, here's a bunch of stuff in the middle that is repetitive and doesn't really need anything, and then the ending wraps everything up. Was established in the premise. I don't know.
I'm just gonna put my hot take right here. It's kind of like One Piece.
Actually, I haven't even watched One Piece either.
I haven't either. I just know
I'm too scared of it.
I just know there's a lot of One Piece fans, rabid or otherwise. I will dunk on you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
Which one is longer, Conan versus One Piece? Ooh, I'm gonna bet it's One Piece.
I'm gonna bet One Piece too.
I'm gonna bet it's One Piece. Just because, like, Conan is long, but, like, hasn't it technically ended already? One Piece is, like, the ever-ongoing joke.
Well, the
that
thing about
the thing has not ended.
The thing about One Piece is at least trying to get to an ending. But the thing about One Piece also, it takes forever to get to that ending, and it's just being stretched.
This is the whole point of them to find the One Piece.
Just like the main character, it's getting stretched to its extremes. Okay?
Conan is still ongoing as well. Really? Oh shoot. Okay,
Wait,
well then
Conan?
I don't.
What about Conan?
Apparently, it's still ongoing as well.
Yeah. I know that's still ongoing, but the thing about Conan is it's more like. It's not really a overarching story. It's at least last time I checked, it's more like, hey, it's kind of like your weekly comic book kind of thing. That's basically what it is.
Detective Conan with over
it's kind of like Garfield
chapters.
Detective Conan's like Garfield.
Oh my gosh!
Am I wrong?
It has more chapters than One Piece, but has fewer volumes. Oh,
really?
Content-wise, then wouldn't that make One Piece longer?
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
I feel like
Conan is shorter and digestible, I guess, in that sense.
I feel though JoJo as a whole is still longer than One Piece, but at least JoJo has separate stories,
Isn't it broken down by character?
It is. At least it's broken down that way. Meanwhile, One Piece is still this one gigantic thing. Right. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint anyone who wants me to watch One Piece. I'm too scared to poke it. I can barely even get through like one season of like a show nowadays, let alone however many seasons One Piece has gotten to. But I will appreciate it for its dedicated fan base from afar.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's definitely fair. Anyone who tries to get into One Piece now has to go through like, I don't know, 3 million chapters before they catch up. And I feel like unless you're that dedicated or at least that into it, probably not worth the time. I'm just saying. Though I hear the One Piece live action was actually pretty good. Maybe start there. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard. See, there's always a split because live action being live action in the history of, live action adaptations is always.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I don't have high hopes, but I know that a lot of people have said, like, the author is, like, pretty on board and has been supervising it pretty intently with this particular live action. And, like, people were saying the cast seems like to pretty, like, understand their characters as well, which is nice, but
the first episode is out. The first episode is out, by the way. The first episode is out.
Is it? Oh,
It
I had
is.
no clue.
And from a longtime One Piece fan, they said it was pretty good. Minus a few goofy parts, but it's pretty good overall.
See, it's always the other thing too, because it's the first episode. It's like, I hope they like haven't just thrown all the big money into the first episode, and then it slowly like starts to visually die out.
Well,
as you continue on,
it's also probably not gonna go as far as the original as the anime is probably only gonna go like a few arcs and then stop there, which is good enough. I feel like it's just good enough because you really don't need to go all.
Or hope in live action adaptations. Gross live action is never better than the anime. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I just like animation more than live action in the first place, so that's not even a question for me in the beginning.
There's actually a few live action adaptations of a shoujo manga that made it into like a movie that actually were not bad if you had no context of the original source to begin with, which was not bad. There's I forgot what the names were, but
I know there's like a lot of there's a lot of shoujo like slice of life.
One Piece musical has already happened.
There's a lot of shoujo slice and life stuff that I know has been adapted like across the world that tends to do pretty well, but that's also because like there's no supernatural element to it. Like it's very much like there are a bunch of people in school and the drama just happens at the school. Like
basically,
there's nothing crazy. Like
it makes for good drama. Yes.
Like Hana Yori Dango is a huge one, and that one was like, it's in a school. There's nothing wild. It's very simple in terms of like setting to actually get adapted.
Yeah.
So
Chihaya Furu, I think, also got a live action movie. I think it was the third or fourth arc season that got adapted. I don't remember, but I remember watching that one time on a plane trip. So
I bet you watch a live action remake if it was a K-drama. I know. I'd give it a chance, maybe.
I mean,
the thing is though, I think K-dramas got their like formula. They figured out how to adapt things really well, which is why I would trust them a lot more. Like I've seen the Japanese live action remakes, and some of them are okay. Again, it's very dependent on like how crazy it gets. But like I've also seen a lot of them where they adapted practically word for word from the original stories, and some of the lines of like dialogue that characters say sounds so awkward in reality, and they just didn't like rewrite it out. Yeah, it just becomes really cringy to watch, and I'm like, it does not hit the same as it did in the original story. That's why it needs to be adapted.
No.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Though I hear they also did like a live action of Kaguya-sama. I don't know what the reception of that was.
Oh.
I remember the last time I was in Japan, I saw that it was actually being shown in theaters. I never actually just watched it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Guys, does anyone else want to join my room? Otherwise, we'll play against AI until something happens.
Something happens. It's fine. It's fine if the same people keep coming back, as long as you guys are okay playing. and as long as no one else wants to jump in.
Oh, but yeah, speaking of Japan, a lot of your stuff is focused around like traveling in Japan. How often do you actually go? Because like you post a lot of pictures, so I'm like, is this like from one really long trip, or like is this a bunch of like different short trips? Like what's happening?
So I tend to take a lot of pictures on each trip. I think I take upwards of 1,000 pictures each week whenever I go. And I've been to Japan 4 times already, and I'm gonna be going again this fall in less than 2 months.
Ooh. Wait, what's your favorite season to go, or are you always going in fall?
I think this is the second time I tried going to fall. I say tried because the last time I went, which was 2019, right before the pandemic, I tried to go in fall, but it wasn't quite fall yet. So I guess you can say it's like transition between summer and fall. But this one will be squarely in fall. However, I'm going to be going for one half of the trip. I'm going to be going somewhere where the fall season isn't really that obvious, and the other half of the trip I'm going to be going somewhere where it may as well be winter. I feel like when I go there.
I mean, it's probably be very pretty too, at least.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so because but the original plan for the second half of the trip was go to Osaka and actually explore Osaka more because I never actually did that before. But I said I can go to Osaka anytime. So let's not go there. Let's go somewhere else where you haven't been that might actually be a little bit more interesting. So I'm going north, which may as well be freezing.
Oh, yeah. But at least there's like it's a lot more like rural up there too, so.
I'm not going all the way up to Hokkaido. So there's this town called Hakodate, which is like...
Oh, okay.
Hakodate is
Gotcha.
like basically one of the first major towns in Hokkaido, and it's a little bit further south in Hokkaido, but you're not going all the way to Sapporo.
Not the freezing snow.
Not quite yet.
Yeah.
And also I'll be there, I think, first week-ish for about 5 days in the beginning of November. So getting chilly, but
so
not
bad.
not bad yet. I don't expect to see snow, but I'm expecting to see at least some leaves turn orange or red, which is the reason why I want to go in fall.
I've only gone once, and that was during the spring. So I was like, spring is like, it's pretty, but it's also like very, very travel heavy because a lot of people want to go like see cherry blossoms, and then there's also like Golden Week in Japan and stuff. So tons of people are just like traveling there.
When you say spring, what month are you talking about?
Like May, like early May.
Okay, yeah, you're coming out of spring at that point.
Early May, it's like right at the transition point.
Yeah,
so.
Early May is also Golden Week, which is pretty heavy domestic-wise travel. So the first time I went to Japan was basically during Golden Week. I knew it was gonna be busy, but it wasn't. Okay, to be fair, the first time I went to Japan, the tourism situation wasn't quite as busy as it was, let's just say, at even 2 years afterwards. So, and it's even crazier now. So back then, I thought Golden Week was pretty busy, but not like super busy. But if anyone,
I expect it to be like run over.
It's now though it's gonna be even crazier, and locals definitely don't like it. I don't blame them.
Yeah, well, because it's like, I think in Japan it's Golden Week, but I think even in like some of the neighboring Asian countries, they have something like equivalent to that. So then a lot of them also kind of get like that time off. So a lot of people from those countries also go into like Japan. So then I'm just like, I was expecting to be fully run over.
Yeah, so I
I
think
fully expected it.
I think I looked into this recently, and I think Korea, Taiwan, and China are like one of the biggest country, like what has the most visitors visit Japan.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
think US is like fourth or fifth or something like that, which is also not as much as the other three, even
Yeah.
combined. So
Well, to be fair, there's also the distance.
it's a distance. It's a lot cheaper for them to go over there too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I just in general the pictures you're seeing right now on Twitter are from one trip, and it's basically a hike that I did in a place about an hour and a half away from Tokyo. So if you ever want to hike or at least see some nature close to the city, there's one near Tokyo. And
Oh my gosh, touching grass.
I
What a wild concept.
I I I,
What a what a wild
I
concept.
was never the type to hike before Japan. I'll be the first one to admit it. But when
You've been converted.
I've been converted, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I've been
It's the
converted.
power of Japan.
It really is. It actually really is. I don't know. It just seems to be a lot more interesting to hike over there than around here, to be honest. Yeah, in general.
Okay, your Insta is filled with grass. Okay, listen.
I want to see your Insta.
No.
I want to see your Insta.
No. Okay, my Insta, it's yes, there's a lot of outdoor pictures on it, but it's only because like there was a phase one year where my family was like touring every park they could find.
Uh-huh.
And so I would spend tons of days in the summer just chilling at a random park, taking a million pictures, and then slowly spacing out how I post them. So it just looks like I'm constantly outside, and I am such a homebody. My entire Instagram is a lie.
I mean, that's.
I'm catfishing
I mean,
people.
I feel like. I feel like when you have a lot of pictures, you can't just dump the entire thing on there. That's too much. That's
No,
way
yeah,
too
that's
much.
that too. But it's like I really space them out. Like it's like 2 or 3 months, and then I post again, and it's like the same area or something, and it's yeah, I'm a liar. I'm a big fat liar, and that's fine. It's, you know what? It gives people a good impression that like I like the outdoors and whatnot. I'm active and yeah, I know someone lying on the internet. Wild,
Wow.
wild concept.
I'm not exactly lying on the Twitter thing. It's just, I have so much. If I can't dump all of it, and that's really the end of it. Yeah.
Wow. How dare you take my Ricci stick? The betrayal!
Thank you for your donation.
No!
Gosh darn.
Oh, here's the other thing I want to ask.
Yeah.
On your Twitter profile,
Uh-huh.
you have it written as not a VTuber.
Uh-huh.
What is that supposed to mean?
Okay. So
Explain yourself.
So here's the thing, right? I feel like I just don't do the usual VTuber shenanigans or what have you, the usual VTuber behavior, whatever you want to call that. So I don't consider myself as one, but categorically speaking, I am one. I understand that. I just
What is the usual VTuber behavior?
I don't know, gremlin, super horny, whatever you want to call that, or acting in roleplay.
Accurate, right? What do
Yeah.
you mean? What do
Yeah.
you mean, guys? I don't act like that. I am wholesome. I am pure. I am healing. You know what?
I will admit that what do you call it? I will admit I do have my moments that may seem a little questionable, but for the most part,
Oh.
I'm usually just chill, just chill. So
Maybe secretly Ruka's closer to this VTuber behavior than I am. I know, questionable
I'm
moments.
not
yeah.
even trying it. I'm not even trying.
Just the natural
No,
VTuber.
well, here's the thing though. There are people who, I get it. There are people out there who do it for the bit, and some people are legit just like that, and I'm not exactly sure how much of it is calculated, how much of it is actually legit, and I'm okay with either one. But I refuse to believe some people are as crazy as they depict themselves to be. So I don't know. I just feel like I don't do the usual stuff, so I don't consider myself as one, even though I'm like this. Yeah.
Catering to debased fan base. Yes, find all the degens.
Degens, you?
What? What?
I'm not saying what. No, wait. No, I'm asking.
I'm not a degen, right, guys? right, guys. I'm not a degen. Guys, someone back me up quick.
I will admit. I've done ASMR. True.
That's the VTuber rite of passage.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
ASMR.
It's not the usual ASMR. If you look up ASMR on my channel, it's not the ASMR you're thinking. It really isn't.
Oh.
You're gonna have to check it out for yourself because it's hard to explain. But no, it's. Take your points back. Take your filthy points back.
That's like nothing though. Yeah, look, see, nothing.
What do you mean nothing? That's more than that's more than I took.
What kind of ASMR? Okay, let's see.
Nah, the whole ASMR thing is whenever I just feel like it, to be honest. And it's definitely...
Okay, search.
I actually did try to do the traditional ASMR at one point.
Potato ASMR, sandwich ASMR, shrimp ASMR. Wait, shrimp ASMR? That's scandalous.
Shrimp ASMR.
Oh my gosh, all the shrimps.
The thing is, I think my humor is a little bit missed on some people. So it's like, what the heck is this? I don't know how to explain it. I like cooking. I like cooking, and I like the sounds that I make when I'm cooking. And I feel like maybe that might be good for ASMR stuff, but the way
I like the sounds that I make when I'm cooking. Yes.
The execution is not there. I will admit that. But it's fun. Okay.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. As long as you're having fun with your channel, like, who cares? It's fine. Do what you want. Make your weird sounds as you cook.
Honestly, the channel needs more focus. The channel needs more focus. I do have a separate vlog channel that I need to actually put videos on.
Oh, for your travel stuff? Or
yeah, the travel
just,
stuff.
Like,
travel stuff in general.
I see. Yeah, no, I just slap everything in one place.
I do too, and I should not do that. But yeah, I'm gonna do some. Try some stuff.
I've just like one YouTube channel, one Twitch is enough for me. It was like
I dropped Twitch.
That's fair. Like I debated just putting, like, I still want to do live streaming on Twitch, but then I was like, what do I want to like post VODs on like YouTube and stuff?
Yeah.
But then another part of me was like, do I want to post like full VODs where I haven't like touched it or edited it at all? And then it just felt kind of redundant.
It does.
Then at that point, so I was like, you know what? I'm actually gonna like do some editing and stuff on those, and then I'll post the VOD rather than just post it as is. Because like in that case, it's like, well, you can just watch a live stream then. Like it's no different.
Yeah. How about OnlyFans? Have you thought about that?
No, I haven't. I have not gone that far into, spreading the eggs in the basket, shall we say.
Well,
that's not a basket yet I have touched.
You definitely could pull it off a lot easier than I can. I'm just saying right now.
I don't know, Ruka. I mean, confidence is a power. Kei is a budding photo reviewer, but I haven't reviewed anything yet.
I still want to see that Instagram.
Oh my god. It's just grass. Just imagine tons of grass and that is my Instagram.
There is aesthetic grass. There's also aesthetic moss. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were a connoisseur of
Moss shots are nice. Do you know the number of angles you can take moss from and it'll actually look good? Yeah.
just photograph, easy photographs and very aesthetically pleasing.
Moss on a wooden bench, moss on a fallen log, moss on a dead fallen log, moss on a tree. Moss in daylight, moss at night.
You know what? Maybe this is what your OnlyFans needs to be about. Just shots of moss. I'm sure somebody gets excited at seeing tons of moss.
Actually, there's a lot of moss, good moss stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Moss enjoyers will find you and your only moss. There we go.
Moss is visually pleasing, especially when you get the lighting right. Just FYI.
I wonder what Kei needs. Yeah, I wonder what I'd need. You're right, Blaze. What tile could I possibly need? Yeah, maybe it'll be a surprise.
Surprise. Never know. No, I just oh, thank you. Oh!
Darn it! My flash would have been worth more!
We're just passing points around, I see. Oh, I'm fourth now. Crap.
Crisis, give me my points back.
Nah, I just enjoy taking pictures and like especially when you're on a hike, the picture opportunities go up quite a bit depending on the place.
I mean, I like
nice.
obviously I like taking pictures of grass. So just outdoor shots. So like I like taking shots of like just like places where there's like no people around. Like I really like going into like even like in restaurants and stuff. I like taking pictures of like the restaurant at an angle where it looks perceptively empty.
Yeah, I mean those are very nice shots. I feel like a lot of people take way too many selfies and like, okay, I understand you want to show yourself in this place, and I understand also you might like yourself a little bit too much in the shot, but you know there's something also nice over there at the side. It's not about that person. It's not about that thing. You know it's like that meme saying like, hey, here's a selfie of me and someone's drowning in the back. It's not about them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I just never really got into the whole selfie thing ever.
Yeah,
and it's just like I think it's just gonna stay that way forever. It's not even like I'm necessarily like, oh my gosh, I'm self-conscious about how I look, blah blah blah. Not really. I just feel awkward about taking a picture of myself. Like it feels like I don't know, in a way it feels almost kind of vain to me.
It is 100%. It is 100%.
Like I'm already happy enough to wake up in the morning, see myself in like bedhead in the mirror and just be like, dang, you look hot, girl, and then just move on with my day. Like that's all I need.
Hey, bedhead can be sexy. Just FYI.
Exactly. And I was like, you know what, I don't need to memorialize a million different shots of myself on a public platform for people to know that I appreciate myself.
I just try to avoid posting pictures of myself in general because I don't like being in front of the camera. I mean, I have
valid.
I mean, I have done it a couple of times where just to say, oh yeah, I've been here, but I don't actually post those. That's just for me saying, oh yeah, I have been here.
Don't worry, Kei, I'll take pictures of you. Thanks, Apple. You gotta catch them when I'm not looking, because as soon as I know someone's taking a photo of me, my facial muscles instinctively pull the stupidest face humanity has ever seen. So
you see,
don't let me catch you.
That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. I don't like doing portrait pictures. So I try to, like, I know a lot of people, it's a thing where people pose in front of the camera and stuff. I don't like doing that. I like to catch you in your natural state. Whatever that might be.
Yeah, candid challenge. Yeah, candid. Exactly. Gotta get those candid photos.
And some people don't understand that. Some people don't understand that, so they seem a little offended sometimes when I ask them don't pose in front of the camera. And I don't understand. But yeah, I have been trying to at least.
Yes, Blaze. Yes, seriously.
Who has it? Who has it?
Not me. I had one suit and only one suit.
I'm surprised that didn't even show up. Someone had 3 of them. You said you went to Japan once? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I did the very, very touristy locations because I was only there for about 2 weeks. And I was with a friend, and because it was like we knew it was because it was 2 weeks, and we wanted to kind of like go to as many places as we could within 2 weeks. So we basically hit up like the major destinations. So we went to like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, which are pretty much like the big tourist places.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? First time here, let's just hit up all the tourist spots.
That's kind of what you have to do for the first time. I mean, you have to, not really have to, but it doesn't make sense not to do them because it's your first time, right? So
yeah.
And you've heard about all these places, you might as well check them out. And then if you go, and when you go again, you've already seen them. So it's like, okay, I'm ready for something else different. Let's go somewhere else, or let's just go somewhere different that we haven't been to before. Whether it be a different spot in Tokyo, or a different spot in Kyoto, or somewhere all the way out in the countryside that you would never go normally. But hey, you know what? Let's just check it out and see what's there.
See, like, the idea of going to the countryside sounds cool, but then there's the other part of me that's like, there is probably gonna, depending on like especially which area you go to, there could be a potential like language barrier. Like, not even talking about like Japanese normally, but it's like they have like dialects too.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not.
And then it becomes like even regular Tokyo folk wouldn't be able to understand them, let alone a foreigner showing up being like, "Sumimasen, I'm lost, help me." You know. Like...
I'm pretty sure if you had even basic Japanese, they should be able to understand you, but I guess
they should understand us, but it's only a one-way street.
Yeah, I get that. There's always Google Translate if you have to. As a last ditch effort, there's always Google Translate.
Oh yes, that's true. Can't wait for all the weird phrases to come out of that.
I mean, I think they would understand it's not perfect. So,
I will say I give props to like a lot of them are very like obviously nice about like, oh, they know you're a foreigner, so they'll try to like cater to you. But like, man, I ran into like salespeople on the street who were like trying to sell some kind of like, I think it was like matcha, some kind of matcha. And they, as soon as I said like I can't speak Japanese, in Japanese, they immediately switched to saying, like, selling it to me in like broken English. Like, they were so it was passion English, truly.
Passion,
like,
passion English works.
Passion English works. Matcha sale. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, I thought they were going to be discouraged, but they were not.
369. That's a good number.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to join in? Now's your chance.
I think we got enough time for like maybe 1 or 2 more games.
Yeah, I think just about.
Yeah.
Depending on how long, how many repeats someone subjects us to.
But I mean, the thing is, like I said, even if you go to just the touristy places your first time, that's still pretty fun. It's still pretty fun. So.
Yeah, it was. I mean, also it being during Golden Week was like, in a way, it was also kind of like nice seeing all like a bunch of like high school students and stuff just being really excited to go somewhere, and it's just like, oh, that's like, it's like anime but real.
It's real.
Shocking.
It's
real. That's very cute.
It's very interesting to see all the uniforms. It's like, I'm not used to seeing that, so it's just, you know, different. It's just different seeing all
Yeah.
the
Oh my
uniforms.
gosh, I remember seeing like the kindergartners in their little yellow hats, and
Oh,
I
I
was
don't
like,
think
oh, that's so cute.
I don't think I've seen kindergartners. I've seen like middle schoolers and high schoolers typically, but no kindergartners.
I was just
That sounds kind of wrong saying that. Okay. But no, I usually see, I think mostly high schoolers and middle schoolers is what I run into. Though I have been called weird by was that a kindergartner? I think I've been called weird by a kindergartner. I was just hanging in Ueno Park, eating my breakfast, my konbini breakfast, and I overheard this kid saying, "Oh, it wasn't not even weird. They called me a hentai." Basically a weirdo. Okay, not a pervert,
not the other connotation.
not the other one, but
yeah.
they basically called me a weirdo. I was like, I wanted to say something just to spook them, but it's like,
You're gonna prove the point.
it's like, what the heck?
You're
I'm just chilling here. I'm
gonna
just chilling
actualize what they just called you. It would actually happen if you said anything like that.
I should probably actually use a skin. Let's go use a skin.
Yeah, be fancy with the rest of us. We're dressing up.
I just like using Ichihime because Ichihime has this energy about her. It's like, it's great. But then I roll this one skin and it's all rage emotes, and it's like, no, I usually don't do that.
Nah. I got Ichihime to bonded, and that I was happy with that. That was all I needed. Ichihime carried me so far. Now she can rest.
She can rest.
Maybe forever, but she can rest.
There's nothing wrong with Ichihime. I actually like her.
Yeah, she's. I miss the panyas I would always have with her. So fun.
Also, I feel like whenever I use, I don't know who this girl is. Whenever I use her, I get in trouble. So maybe I should switch back.
I mean, yeah, I've had some characters where I was like, I wonder if they're cursed. You know, like, if I switch to someone else, maybe it'll break my losing streak.
It's like, on the surface, we know they're just skins and they should not affect gameplay whatsoever. But, superstitions. Mahjong superstitions are very strong.
Let's get it, let's go! Oh my gosh, Apple joining in. Blaze.
Blaze around.
Blaze. Ready up.
Stop looking
before
pretty.
I roast you.
Stop looking pretty and press the start button, thank you. Favorite moments in your first trip?
Ooh. Favorite moments?
A place, something you did, food you got, anything.
Favorite moment? Oh, there was... Well, this is more so just because of what happened, but
Okay.
so I was traveling with a friend, and we decided to, like, pretty much on a whim that day to go grab lunch at, like, some sushi place, because we're in Japan, you gotta have sushi at some point during the trip. So we go to a sushi place, and the whole, like, bar area where the chef is working was, like, full up of people. So they gave us, like, a side room with, like, tatami mat and everything.
Ooh, fancy.
I know, it was really nice. And so we got, like, pretty much a nice private space to ourselves. And when we were looking at, like, the menu, one of their things was just kind of, like, a random seasonal, like, whatever is just in season at that time. So there wasn't really any specifics as to what it could possibly be. It was just, you know, whatever you get is what you get. So we were like, you know what, let's take a chance on it. The stuff that's in season is usually, like, you know, at its best during that time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll decide to have that. So we get a bunch of, like, nigiri sushi of varying types of fish that we're not entirely sure what the fish are, because, like, the menu is in, like, full on, like, kanji and everything. And so we're like, we can't really read it to, like, that depth. We just know it's seasonal fish. And so I'm just, like, eating it, and I'm like, oh, you know, this is pretty good. And I finish it, like, pretty quickly, I must say. I don't think I'm a fast eater, but, like, I finished a good decent ways ahead of my friend. And she was kind of staring at like the last couple pieces of sushi that she had, and she was like, "Kei, is there eel in here?" And then I was like, to be honest, I ate it so quick, I don't even know what I ate. Like, it could be eel, it might not be eel. I had no problems with it, it was fine.
Yeah.
But she really, really hated the taste of eel.
Really?
Yeah, so then she like very carefully ate like the last few pieces because she was like, I think one of them is eel. And I was like, I can't tell you which one's eel because I don't know what any of them are, and I've eaten all of them and they all taste fine to me.
Yeah.
And she eventually gets to a piece, takes like one chew, and immediately like just freezes on the spot. And I'm just like, did you find the eel? she's like, what do I do? Kei, help me. And I'm like, what am I supposed to? How am I supposed to help you? I'm like,
eat it.
I'm just like, it's already in your mouth. You chewed it. Just finish chewing it. Like, swallow it quickly or something. And she's like, I can't. I'm gonna throw up. She's like, you don't understand. It's not gonna go down. And then I was like, you know what? We had miso soup with this.
Yeah.
Here, take the bowl. Like, just spit it in the bowl or something. Like, I would rather you spit it out than you just throw up in this restaurant in a foreign country. And she's like, but it's so embarrassing because it's like the chef like put his heart into it, and like, you know, we're gonna look like the dumb foreigners. And I was like, you know what? Just, you are going to puke if you don't spit it out. Like, I can tell from your face. Like, just spit it out. And so she really awkwardly spits it out into the miso soup bowl, and then immediately slaps the lid on top of the bowl to hide
notice.
like her crime.
They're definitely gonna notice.
And then after we like paid, she like scrambled out of the restaurant. And I was just like kind of walking after her, and she's like, I can never come back to this place. She's like, actually just gonna have to vanish. She's like, it's so embarrassing. They're gonna see it, they're gonna know, and that's it. No! Oh my gosh, not the Richie discard getting
that
me.
was you on my left side. Why are you screaming? Okay, that was you.
Yes, it is me screaming. Crisis. Oh, I want to play the dumb foreigner role someday. You know, I think if you go to a country that you are, you know, not from, and you don't really like, you're not super familiar with every aspect of the culture, even if you are familiar, there's gonna be something you do one way or another that's gonna like make you feel like something might not be right.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of goof ups in Japan before, so it's not exactly, you know, it's not exactly unusual. But I think the main thing to keep in mind when you're traveling is just be respectful. You know.
Yeah, that too.
Don't go out of your way to agitate people, or like just be a bad person in general.
I think a little basic research goes a long way. Like, it doesn't even have to be a lot.
Yeah.
Just like, it's probably lists like just 10 things to not do.
Yeah.
That are like general customs.
I also I went the one time when the Rugby World Cup was over there. That was back in 2019, and there were a lot of people, a lot of foreigners, especially from Europe, that visited during that time. Obviously, their first time in Japan, because they look like they were not used to what's going on. There was definitely some quote unquote bad behavior from some of those tourists that were just there for the World Cup, didn't really care about anything else going on around them, and they tried to act like they were still back at home, and either being super ignorant or super disrespectful, and I felt really bad for everyone else that was around them. It's like, guys, please no.
Yeah, it's also the feeling of like, oh, they're gonna paint like other foreigners kind of like they're gonna give the Japanese people like an image. The locals are gonna have this image of like, oh my gosh,
if
foreigners
if they don't have a bad image already, they're gonna, you know, it's just not gonna be better. Just saying.
Yeah.
Though I mean, I've heard recently also there's some streamers visited Japan recently. Oh, that's so cheap. That
It's got you in the lead.
that have been intentionally just causing trouble, and it's just not a good thing. But yeah, let's just not talk about that. I've just been seeing it on my timeline, and it's like, really, guys, you guys are just like causing trouble just to cause trouble. It was enough with the whole Logan Paul incident, and you're doing more of that stuff.
Yeah. That one is gonna live on in memory for a long time.
And there are there are people worse than him that are doing it recently on live stream too. So it's like,
yeah.
And just don't be a jerk. Just don't be a jerk.
Just go there, have fun, enjoy things.
Yeah, don't be a jerk. Just what do you call? I mean, it's fun. Do whatever research you need to make yourself feel comfortable, but just know you're not gonna know every little thing, and it's okay. Just quickly apologize right afterwards. Eel though, I mean, like, I guess it depends on what their experience with eel is. That's the first time I've heard someone actively gagging from eel though.
Yeah, it's like, it was such a visceral reaction, and I was just like, whoa. Like, I knew she didn't like eel, but I didn't know it was like to the point of like can't even like begin to consider like eating it.
Yeah. Do you know what eel looks like though in a sushi, or did you just eat it so fast you didn't even realize what you were eating?
Well, there's like the barbecue eel that I think is a lot more common, but I don't know if it was like some specific local species of eel, because it didn't look like anything familiar to me, which is why I was like, I don't actually know if it's eel or if it's just some really like particularly like fishy fish kind of thing that was happening. I don't know. I was just having a good time. I was like, I got lunch, you know, it ain't so bad.
You can never go back to a sushi restaurant, but you can go to a different sushi restaurant. It's fine. There's like a million of them.
Yeah. As long as they don't see, as long as they don't see us again, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've only seen the not necessarily barbecued eel. They kind of all look the same. They kind of have like black stripes in the middle and on the sides of them. That's kind of what eel looks like. But I don't know what else eel would look like other than that.
I don't know. I think there was like, it was almost like grayish in color, which is why I wasn't entirely sure what it was.
Yeah. The barbecue eel also is coated with some sort of soy sauce mix also. So
yeah, it's a little more common.
It's more darker.
Yeah. To be fair, people just need basic common sense and they'll be fine in literally any country.
Oh, you wish.
You would think.
I forgot what this one guy was talking about with their, I guess, guide / translator. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like, dude, I forgot what they were talking about, but I was just thinking to myself, dude, really? Maybe think a little bit before you ask that. I'm just gonna say, I don't know. It came off really insensitive is what I thought, but you know, I'm just kind of standing there. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm just watching. But there were a lot of people who were visiting for the World Cup, and that was kind of interesting. I also watched the Rugby World Cup on TV from the hotel room.
Oh.
It was interesting. Have you ever seen a rugby game before? It's weird.
I haven't seen a rugby game IRL, but like rugby is Canada's like national summer sport.
Summer sport. Oh, yeah.
I think it is. Or no, it's lacrosse, but like I remember it was one of like the two weird units in like high school and like gym were like lacrosse and rugby, and it really threw me off because I was like, wait, these are not like that common, but okay. So I remember we were like taught how to play rugby and everything, but like no, I haven't seen an actual rugby game, I don't think.
Yeah, I only saw the one on TV and I could not make heads or tails of what they were doing. It's like they go into this weird formation right before the ball gets tossed and stuff like that.
I knew that was a bad towel to throw. Enjoy the red 5.
Ow. Today is not your
That
day, is it?
I know. It's not. Please give me back my points.
Blaze is getting the revenge arc, except they're not getting it on me, thankfully.
It's okay. I'll just, I'll just be extra petty since I'm East now.
You know what you should do when East? Cheap hands, all cheap hands.
That is the way.
Do you have like a favorite type of sushi? Or just all sushi good sushi?
I mean, like, I'm a pretty big sashimi person. So, like, I love getting sashimi. Other types, though.
Like, I know a lot of people like salmon. A lot of people like.
I know in Japan, like, tuna is the big thing.
Tuna, fatty tuna.
I haven't had fatty tuna. I really want to try it, though.
I think I've had it once. It's a little too fatty for me, I'll be honest.
I'm just curious. No, but here's the thing, too. Like, when I was in Japan, I tried Wagyu, and that ruined steak for me forever. Since that point in time. Like, I can't have steak anymore. It's over.
I feel that.
No other steak is fair. And I'm a little scared that if I try, like, fatty tuna, like, otoro or anything like that, it will be, like, the same thing. I will never be able to eat, like, other tunas the same again. Like, that experience is dead and ruined for me. Yeah, I'm crawling and being petty from holding on to East.
Well, you got back to where you started. Congratulations.
the spot of neutrality. I forgot I ordered Taco Bell. Oh my god. Taco Bell. Enjoy, Crisis. Enjoy.
Nice. Yeah, let's see. I've only had, I think the first time I had Wagyu, it wasn't even a steak. Did you have it steak or did you have it a different way?
It was at like a grill place.
A grill, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did the grill either. I think I had mine as a sukiyaki. No, that was not sukiyaki. It was a hot pot. I think it was just a regular hot pot. I think it was just a regular hot pot. I actually went to Kobe for that one. I actually went to Kobe for that one, and apparently you were supposed to get a reservation at this place, but I heard you can go. I heard you can walk in, and it will still be okay. So I did that. And
use the "I'm a foreigner" card. I'm sorry.
No. That literally there is a time where you can actually walk in, but apparently they still asked for a reservation. I was confused. Like, no, we don't have a reservation. And then they checked, and okay, they let us in anyway.
Oh, okay. At least it worked out.
It worked out. But yeah, when I had the hot pot, it didn't feel very heavy at all. Like, not like normally when you have the Wagyu, it's like super oily, super heavy, right? And well, at least if you have it just as a steak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as a steak maybe. I don't know.
As
grill
a steak,
is a little different.
in the grill, I think it might not be as much because, you know, the oil drips.
Yeah.
But in the hot pot, it doesn't seem that heavy because, you know, it's with the broth and all that stuff.
Isn't it cut really thin too?
It's super. Not actually. I'll show you the picture I have later. But I didn't think ours was too thin. It was maybe a few millimeters. Like, I don't know how thick it actually is, but thick enough to where you can still chew it after. Well, if you can chew it to begin with, it falls apart super easily. But yeah, that was my first time, and then another time I had it was like on stream, just actually trying it in steak form because I never tried it in steak form, so I cooked it on stream.
Oh, how was that?
Very heavy.
Oh.
Super heavy, but it was super good too.
eating the guilty pleasure.
So
I don't know, when I had it on grill, yeah, maybe because it was the grill, it wasn't like that oily. it was so good. It just like melted, and I was like, oh my gosh, I this is life changing. And like when they brought out like a whole bunch of different cuts of like Wagyu and stuff, and they were like, it was like a full on like tour. They're like, okay, this part's from this part
Yeah.
of the animal, and then this part, and so on. And I was just like in heaven, and I remember getting to the last piece and just eating it so slowly because I was so sad it was gonna be done.
It's nice that some the places do walk you through all the parts. It's like, yeah, you actually know what you're eating, and you hopefully appreciate it a little bit more. Maybe.
Nice job, Blaze.
Good job.
You robbed me and you stayed in first. How could you?
Congratulations.
Oh, well done, well done.
I think that's the last game for today.
Yeah, I think that is about it. Thanks for playing with us, guys.
Thanks for playing with us.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. I mean, we can end it here, or if you want to talk a little bit more about stuff. If you can't think of anything, I do have some questions for you.
Sure, I'm down to chat a little bit. Let me. I'm gonna switch screens then for a second.
I'm gonna stay here in the Mahjong stream because this is comfy here. I'm also gonna switch back to Ichi.
I need to. There's Fuki.
Even though I didn't lose with the other girl, I feel much at home with Ichi right here. Restaurant has a wanted photo of your friend, by the way. They'll never forget.
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'm gonna put you on my head. There you go.
Oh, I'm on your head now. I feel honored.
I need to shrink. I'm too tall. Wow, that's not a sentence I get to say very often. I'm too tall.
Too tall. Why am I doing the Ichihime? What do you call this? Event? I don't even.
Oh, the little like battle thing. Yeah. I don't really fully know what's happening. I'm just like.
You train her and she does her thing, and sometimes
you get Mahjong Soul fan fiction.
Yeah, basically. I'm gonna work on that later.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her.
I've been slowly falling out of the gacha thing, and I think it's a good thing.
Don't let the gacha eat your soul.
I haven't spent money in gacha in a very long time, so I'm okay with it.
I was so happy to be free to play for so long, and then one of the people in my chat threw money at me, and I was like, okay, I have to gacha now.
What game is this?
No, for Mahjong Soul.
Oh, for
I
Mahjong
was like,
Soul, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was so the thing is, I find a sense of pride of like being able to play gacha games as a free to play, and then like getting good stuff as free to play. Like it is a point of like pride for me.
Well, here's the thing with Mahjong Soul is the skins are pay only.
I mean, if you're lucky.
And it's also gacha paid. By the way, you can't pick the skins.
I mean, the skins are a little harder, but like sometimes you can get certain things without having to do stuff.
Oh wait, I got something.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate, guys.
I got a summon ticket. When did I get this?
Oh, it might be from the event.
Resummon. Okay, I got 2 of those tickets.
I think I already used mine.
Didn't get anything for the first one. Large diamond. Whoopee. Okay. I guess you can get a event character and decorations. But
yeah, you could get it if you were very, very lucky.
If you were lucky, I wasn't. I only had 2 rolls.
It's possible though. Just perseverance.
Well, perseverance of the wallet, which I'm not. I spent way too much already on other stuff that I can't even imagine paying money for gacha right now, even if I wanted
the danger. Yes, protect your wallet.
Yeah, I've been trying out different cameras for the past couple of months, and returned quite a bit because I didn't like how they felt at the end of the day, and I think I finally settled into one. So
it's nice. After it's always difficult when you have too many options.
Well, the thing is, some of them just don't perform the way I want them to perform, or they don't perform as I expect them to perform. And then there's also the handling of the camera, and then the pictures that come out of it. I mean, if you get one that has interchangeable lenses, yeah, it's all about the lenses, but I really don't do that much of I don't go that hard on my photography just yet.
Yeah, that's it. They get very, very pricey. Pricier than the camera body.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like if you want to get the lenses and stuff, that's for like if you are actually doing it for a job or something else. And I am not at that level, so it's like
So just enjoying it as a hobby.
I just need something simple, something that'll be not so fussy but still perform very well. And if I have the option to upgrade lenses if I want to in the future. So there is that. And finally, something that's cheaper than all the other stuff I've tried but still performs very well. Yeah, finally got that one.
It's nice. I only have a Lumix GH5. It's a mirrorless DSLR. Yeah, it's a mirrorless DSLR, and it's like, I don't know. I haven't used it too much, but like when I did use it, I did like it. I need like more excuses to use it.
Yeah.
that's the thing too. I'm like, I should go out more and take more pictures with it, and then that would make it useful.
My go-to camera for the longest time is a Canon G7X Mark II. It's a compact camera, so it's like a really small 1-inch sensor on that thing. But it's like so pocketable, and actually you wouldn't think that it would take decent pictures, but it actually takes pretty decent pictures. And you can get I guess
yeah, it's a lot smaller than I expected.
You can get like film like quality from it, which is I mean, for some people film resolution is not good enough for them, but I feel like it's got that vintage charm to it, so I kind of like it.
Quickly find Kei more grass. Thanks.
The camera I eventually settled on though right now is what is it? A Canon R50, I think. I'm using that for a hand cam stream, and also the option of taking pictures indoors and stuff like that. But the G7X is what I'll be using for travel, or at least attempting to use for travel, because it's a lot lighter. It's very
it's like the less intrusive looking a camera is too. Also, like the less like it'll bother people as well when you're just having it around. So.
Yeah, I used I used my phone camera for like one trip, and it did okay for the most part. But there were also a lot of shots that I didn't like how they came out. So it's like, okay, let's bring the camera back with us. There were my first 2 trips I went to Japan. I had a heavy old DSLR camera with me, and you can imagine that's not fun to lug around. So
yeah, that's why I got a mirrorless, because I was like, they're lighter. But I was like, yeah, the DSLR pictures would look so pretty like with a traditional one, but you're already gonna be carrying so much stuff on a
so
trip,
much stuff.
Like, let alone the extra
like
weight.
I say that also, and I'm considering bringing a tripod with me for this trip, because I might need it for a night shot. And I don't know if it's worth it. Probably not. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna find out like a lightweight tripod. Just test it indoors first, and if I don't like how heavy it is and how small or big it is, then we're just gonna return it. Thank goodness.
Hope your pictures turn out well.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. We'll see. I'm gonna be doing like a lot of hiking for this first part of the trip.
So many grass pictures incoming. So many.
Probably so many grass pictures, so many tree pictures. The thing is, I'll be hiking into a forest, I think, this time. And it's gonna be probably dark in there. Dark-ish. So
why would you? In what world does going into a forest in a foreign country when it's dark sound like a good idea?
When it's a UNESCO site, that's why.
But this sounds like the beginning of a horror story, you know, not gonna lie.
It's not, because a lot of people visit it.
Well, I hope it's as pretty at night as it is during the day.
I can tell you where it is if you'd like to like look it up, because
Sure.
it's not that big of a secret. Have you seen Princess Mononoke?
I have in fact seen that movie.
It's the setting for Princess Mononoke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's where I'm going.
Let's see.
It's an actual place.
Princess Mononoke IRL setting.
The thing is, it takes like it's a journey itself to get over there domestically. So I figured, why not go during the fall when the climate is hopefully a little bit better. And so yeah, I'm going to be there for about 5 days.
Just hiking in the forest.
Hiking would be probably for like 1 or 2 days, and then the rest of the days would be exploring the rest of the island. And
was it Yakushima?
Yakushima.
Is that the island?
Yeah. I'll be driving in Japan for the first time too, so that's gonna be fun.
I've seen their like tiny vans or something like that. Like their vehicles, some of them are so small.
It's cute, isn't it?
It's cute, but it's like it looks like a toy.
It
like,
really does. I mean,
small,
you understand why they're that small though, right? Because the streets are small and they don't have a whole lot of space.
It just looks so funny when you're not used to it.
It does. I'm not gonna be renting one of those out. I don't think it's even an option. But it is gonna be a smaller car. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the wildlife on the roads. I'm not even worried about driving on the other side of the road or on the other side of the car.
Are you telling me you're about to go and make some roadkill?
No, because I would get in trouble for doing that.
Wildlife on the road? What kind of wildlife are we thinking here?
Deer that are protected, and monkeys are also probably protected.
Do they come out on the road that often?
Yes.
Deer I can understand. Monkeys though?
Yeah, they actually do. I've read a bunch of stories from other people that the monkeys will actually get on the road, and I mean, you don't drive fast to begin with around there because it's kind of tough to, but once they're on the road, it's kind of hard to get them off, so you kind of either have to wait or somehow go around them. I don't know.
Well, I hope your driving is safe and smooth.
No
roadkill. If something happens and you're stuck in Japan, sorry, I can't bail you.
It's fine. I'll find my way back. Or I can just stay in Japan and hide in the forest somewhere. No one's gonna find me.
Strange forest man discovered.
Apparently there are maybe about 2 or 3 different buildings that you can stay at overnight in that forest, because it's not an easy day hike. I think it takes roughly 11 hours round trip or so. So yeah, if that's too long, we stay in the forest overnight.
I can feel everything inside me just shriveling at the thought of hiking for 11 hours.
I don't know if I seem like it, but I am definitely okay with that. I am the pictures I'm currently posting up on Twitter are from a hike in Mount Mitake, and I've visited there twice already. It's a pretty easy one, but even though I say it's a pretty easy one, I think the round trip is between 4 and 5 hours if you just even if you take a little short break in between. So yeah.
2 different species. We are 2 different species.
I appreciate nature.
I respect
nature.
it. I appreciate nature as long as it's not invading my home.
I'm with you there. I don't like the insects invading the house, or the little reptiles or whatever else might come inside. Spiders are okay. Spiders are okay to a degree. Just not too many of them. Otherwise, I'm gonna shoo you out.
Man, I'm like fighting for my life every time. Like I've had enough horror stories where I'm in the bathroom on the toilet and the spider comes down from the ceiling and I'm just stuck. Like, do you know how vulnerable you are at that moment? Like I just panic. Oh, the terrors.
How big of a spider are we talking about?
Listen, it's not about the size of the spider. It's the fact that it has descended from the ceiling in front of your face, okay? It is the IRL jump scare that was unexpected.
I have seen a spider in my bathroom before as I was taking a shower. They're just kind of chilling in the corner. It's just kind of chilling in this corner.
If they just sit in the corner, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if they're on the move, if they are on a mission to go somewhere, no, thank you. I am going to grab the nearest item and just throw it at them.
That's scared. That's scared.
It's the problem is like sometimes I don't even check what I'm throwing. I just grab something that seems relatively solid, but like it could be the lightest box in the world and it would do practically nothing to them. And so I've just made it angry.
You know what you don't want to make angry? You probably don't have this problem up in Canada. Cockroaches.
We don't, not really. At least not where I am. I've never seen a cockroach here.
Cockroaches, well, big cockroaches are the ones you worry about because those can fly.
Maybe in the like. See, when I think of cockroaches, maybe in like this like city like restaurants and like an alleyway or something is where I would imagine you would find them. But like honestly, I've never seen one
At all?
I've seen one flying one, I think, when I was in Asia, but
Yeah.
like I've never seen them in Canada as far as I'm aware.
I don't think they
and I would like to keep it that way.
I don't think they live in Canada. It's usually too cold for them.
Okay, time to Google. Do cockroach this is gonna give me nightmares. Do cockroaches live in Canada?
I'm pretty sure, though, cockroaches can survive a nuclear explosion. Or at least radiation. Maybe not the explosion, but the radiation, they can survive that. But...
Of course they do, Kay. Of course they live in Canada. Well, I'm not like surprised they live in Canada. I just don't think they're very common at all.
Probably not that common because it's
Canada.
usually too cold up there. Insects
Oh,
in general
ooh.
don't like the cold.
At least I've never seen them where I am, so I don't know if I count that lucky or if I just maybe have been extremely blind and I would, like to stay that way.
I do have a friend that also lives in Canada. I think around Toronto. And,
Oh my gosh, another Canadian?
and they complain about the magpies a lot.
Oh.
I don't know.
I mean,
Is it a magpie or is it a I think it's a magpie.
magpies? I think I've seen them before around.
Well, she lives near the lake. Close enough to the lake where they invade in swarms.
Oh, in swarms, that's pretty intense.
Yeah, so I can understand their hate for it. I would also be very annoyed if that was the case.
But I mean, like, if you live near a lake too, I would assume everything's kind of cranked up a notch just because of the lake, Like, every nightmare scenario you can think of, like, probably happens because of the lake being right there. That's why I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll pass living, like, lakeside or something.
Like, what's the worst thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen?
Have you seen house centipedes?
I don't think I have, actually.
I don't even want to say Google an image. They're horrifying. I hate house centipedes.
I know what centipedes look like.
House centipedes particularly, though.
Okay,
Centipede
let
is
me
one
look it
thing.
up.
A house centipede looks significantly worse, I think.
Oh, no, I have not seen one of these, no.
I hate it so much.
Oh yeah, I would be freaked out if I see one of these things.
They move so fast.
I mean, yeah, you see how many legs they have?
But it's like, not even that, like, I've had silverfish in my home
Oh,
before.
I hate silverfish too.
Silverfish the first time I saw it, I was freaked out, but now I've gotten kind of like whatever about it. Like they're annoying, I will just kill them. It's fine.
Yeah.
A house centipede eats silverfish. They are faster than the silverfish are.
Oh, that
It
would
is
make sense.
horrifying. They are bigger and faster, and it is the worst thing I have ever seen. And like, I'm like too scared to kill them. Like, the closest I will get to them is if I'm armed with a vacuum cleaner that has been extended and the vacuum cleaner is on. Then maybe I will consider going after it.
Wow. Lifespan of a house centipede, 7 years. So if you see one, it's not gonna die anytime soon.
No, it's the worst when they move so fast that they just disappear somewhere, and then you're like, I don't even know where they went anymore, and now I can't sleep, and now I'm just going to have to like burn down the place. Like, it is the worst. I hate them so much.
No, I think I understand it. I think the nice thing is they're not poisonous. At least they don't look poisonous, but they are freaky.
Yeah, they're harmless to people as far as I'm aware, but no, thank you. They are my nightmare.
This is exactly how I feel about those. I guess some people call them geckos, but there's those little lizards, the little beige, white, tan lizards that go on ceilings. You see them in Asian countries a lot.
Oh, but I think they're kind of cute, actually.
They freak me out whenever they move. They move so fast.
Maybe it's just the fact that they're not insects that like the amount of freaks me out significantly lower. So I'm just like, they're just kind of weird little tiny.
If they're just sitting on the wall and they do their little croaking thing, that's fine. But as soon as they move, they're freaky when they move. Ask most people who live in Asia. I think they're gonna say the same thing. Like 90% of the time, they'll say the same thing.
I mean, I think I've seen like people who are like who go travel there and then take like video footage and like, oh, there's like a gecko or like thing in my room, and then they're just like filming it and just like, oh, it's kind of cute. But like, I don't know, maybe I'll feel differently if I like knew I had to sleep with one like in the room.
Oh no. They sleep in the same room.
No,
maybe they don't. Maybe they don't sleep. They're probably nocturnal also.
Just
but
a little friend.
Yeah,
all night long.
They're just kind of there on your walls while you're sleeping. They do like get the flies and little small insects, I guess, but there's not enough of them, so they probably get full super fast. So it's like,
but see, I think that's a worth trade-off, though. I would take the little geckos any day then.
I mean, I think the spiders also do the same thing, but I don't know how effective they are compared to the geckos. So it's one or the other. At least the geckos can catch flying insects. I don't know about the spiders so much. They have to trap them, unless they're jumping spiders.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with the spiders are ugly. No, thank you.
Yeah, I feel that. Anyway, I think it's getting late. I need to like get ready for tomorrow. There's still work tomorrow.
Alright, that's fair.
Are you okay with asking some quick lightning round questions that might be a little quirky?
I will try my best. Alright.
Okay. Are you ready?
Nope, but let's do it.
Okay, hot or cold weather?
What? How do I do cold weather?
Hot or cold weather?
Oh, cold.
Rice, noodles, or bread?
Ooh, noodles.
Favorite fast food?
Ooh. Fries count?
Huh? Fries?
Yeah, do fries count? Maybe fries.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking more like restaurant, but food's okay too. Yeah.
Oh, the McDonald's. I'm basic.
Okay. YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube. No, I can't do TikTok.
I tried, can't do it either. Juice or soda?
Ooh, juice.
Okay, this is probably gonna be not your thing, but let's try it anyway. Climb a mountain or run a marathon?
I'll run the marathon. I will hate myself both ways.
Really?
It's just like, which way do you want to die?
Really? I think the marathon is longer. That's 26 miles.
But you could argue like a marathon would be a lot flatter than climbing a mountain. Who knows what's in the mountain? What if I get kidnapped on the mountain?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. PC or console?
Ooh, PC.
PC, okay. Pineapple and pizza?
If I have to.
You know that's a Canadian thing, right?
Is it made from Canada?
Yes.
Did it start in Canada?
It is. Look it
Truly?
up. Look it up.
The more I learn. Wow.
Spicy food or sweet food?
Sweet.
Sweet. Tea or coffee?
By a small margin. Tea. I hate coffee.
Yeah, see, I feel that. Guided tours or explore yourself? I think I know what this one is going to be.
Ooh. Actually, I want to explore myself.
Yeah, it seems more fun that way. So I do see the value in guided tours for some places.
I gotta leave after that pineapple comment. No! Not there!
This one's gonna be out there. Would you rather sleep... actually, no. Do you prefer to sleep naked or with clothes?
Oh! I've never tried sleeping, like, butt-ass naked. So that's I've heard some people who try it, and after that, they're converted. So, like, I don't know. I just always feel like I need to have something on. So, like... clothes.
Yeah, I do know some people have a preference. I'm just curious. Favorite holiday?
Scandalous questions. Probably Christmas, even though I don't really do anything. I just like the spirit around that holiday.
Okay. Favorite cuisine?
Sushi.
Sushi, so Japanese, I guess?
Generally, I guess.
Generally.
Yeah.
Okay. Texting or talking on phone?
Ew, texting. Talking to people. What? Ew, socializing.
You have to sometimes. You have to sometimes.
I mean, and I have to, but if I can avoid it, you bet your ass I'm gonna take the long road and avoid it.
I bet. Would you rather give presents or receive them?
Ooh. I would rather get presents, not because like I want items, but because trying to find presents for people is so hard for me. Like I always feel like it's not enough. Like I feel like I can do better for them. They deserve more.
Fair. Road trip or flying?
Flying.
Yeah. I hate road trips. I just too long. Way too long.
I've had very long road trips from Canada all the way down to Florida, and one time was enough. I'm never doing it again.
Oh wow, that's like a reverse death road to Canada right there.
Yeah, for real.
Zodiac sign.
Ooh, which zodiac?
Anyone that you want to share.
Taurus.
Oh, I'm
a little
Taurus
moo. Yeah, a little moo. Yeah, moo squad.
Moo squad, I guess. Okay, last question. I don't think I've ever actually asked this to anyone, but I think you'd be okay with it.
Okay.
Color your panties. You don't have to answer that.
Wait, let me check.
Actually,
it's black.
Actually black?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
What do you mean actually? Is that not one of the most standard?
It's either that or white.
Okay, reverse. I'm asking you the exact same thing. I'm not the only one suffering here.
What am I wearing today? Navy.
Oh, there we go.
And
See?
it's not panties either. I don't.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. You know, I was like, oh, you're so ready to answer. Oh, okay.
That was it. It's sorry. It's just a random set of questions.
What a question to end on.
Well, I mean, I kind of got this idea from someone else, but just a set of questions I'd like to ask people I've collabed for the first time since recently.
Oh yeah.
So.
What a way to go.
Yeah.
Woo, first impression.
Yeah, I mean, on another collab, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna come up again. So.
Wow, what does that say about me? What the heck?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it was fun. I appreciate it. It was fun.
That was fun. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks also for everyone for dropping by and playing with us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Again, if you guys want to check out Ruka's stuff, he will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you want to check out my stuff, I'm on Twitch.
Yeah,
so come say hi to us.
Kei's info is in the description in YouTube, so check that out, please. If you want. And we'll see all you next time. Later,
Thanks
everyone.
for hanging out with us. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Bye-bye. Bye.
Night, 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 night.